model how to describe a setting using specific details. And to do that, we have 4 steps. Our first step is we ask ourselves, where is the story taking place? What is the setting? Our second step is we ask ourselves, when is it happening? Like what time period it is, like what time of day, is it in modern day, is it back in the olden days? That's the second step. The third step is we ask ourselves, how is the character feeling emotionally about where they are? How is this affecting how they feel? And the fourth step is we put this all together and we write a paragraph using all 3 of these steps. So let's get started. As I'm doing this model, you need to be making sure that you're listening to what I say, what I think, and what I do. All right? And we're going to have a discussion right after, so please make sure that you're following along. All right, let's get started. Our first step is we ask ourselves, where is the story set? Where is the setting of the story? Well, if I go back into the text, I notice that it says that he can see the northern wilderness below, and he's in a small plain, Ascenso 406. So this might be where he is. It also says that he's in a small airport in Hampton, New York. So this is another place that's telling me where he is. So I know right now, where is it set? It's set in a plain, in the wilderness, somewhere close to New York. Now my second step is I want to know, when is it happening? When is this happening? What time period is it? What time of day? Well, if I go back into that text again, using that same piece of evidence, it says he can see the northern wilderness below. So if you're in a plane and you can see things below, this is probably telling me that it's during the day, because at night you really can't see much. So this is happening during the day. It also says that he's in a small plane, which shows me that the time period could be modern time, because they're having a plane and they have that type of technology. So my where is in a plane, somewhere close to New York. Our when is during the day, during modern time. Now we're going to go to that third step, and we're going to look for how that character feels emotionally. Well, if I go back into that text and I look for his feeling, it says that he's in a plane that's loud. He can't have a conversation. He is the only passenger on the plane with the pilot. He doesn't even know the pilot's name, who's older than him. So I'm thinking he might be a little bit bored. So he might be bored, and when he's bored, this is actually making him think. It's making him think. He's always thinking about that word, divorce. So because he's so bored, he's thinking about his parents' divorce. So now I'm going to put all of this together, and I'm going to go to my step 4, and I'm going to describe the setting about where, when, and how are they feeling, and why is it important to the story. So for my answer, I wrote, Brian is in a small plane, a Ascenso 406 bush plane, flying over the green wilderness. He is bored and lonely because it's too loud to talk and there's nothing new to look at. This causes him to start thinking about his parents' divorce. And I know that this setting matters because Brian is trapped with his thoughts, he's trapped with the idea of his parents, and because the plane is taking him somewhere that might be important. So I used all 4 steps and described that setting using text evidence, using about why it's important to the story, and how he's feeling. So I want you to stop and think, what were my 4 steps and how was I successful? I hope this helps, and we're going to continue doing this in our next Read for Deeper meeting and our TDQs. See you in a bit. Bye, guys.